Yeah, it's been a minute, but today I'm gonna do a little mini review slash ramble on the Squiddy-Al by Squid Industries. Now I've had this thing for about a year and a half, I would say. I think I got this like October 2 years ago or a year ago. I don't really know. Yeah, I got it the second drop of First Productions. So I've had it for over a year now, and I absolutely love this thing. It's probably one of my number one favorite ballad songs I probably ever tried. Now, that is a pretty limited amount, but of what I had, like the Kraken, Squid Trainer, Antarctic, you know, whatever else I may have come across, this thing just holds up so well compared to all of those. And I honestly don't know why. It's a very simple design. 6061 aluminum. Adjustable weights for the eyes. I'll talk about those a little bit later in the video. Great texturing. I just love the finish. It's shiny. It looks nice. It looks really good to flip too. It's let me get a Kraken for comparison. It's pretty much the same size as the Kraken, with slightly shorter handles. Now, this thing is just overall great for pretty much every trick. Every trick I've done, it just blows my mind that this thing can just do them all. Now, I know there are like new releases on like kind of budget ballad songs from like Nabali's and all that, and I do hope to try to get some in the future, but the thing is, this thing just kind of does it all for me, so I don't really feel the need to actually get another one, like another kind of budgety ballad song. Now, let's talk about tolerances for a minute. It has no bushings in it, so keep that in mind. It only runs on bronze washers. And I have probably only had tap on this thing probably like a couple of times. Other than that, I think I've never taken this thing apart, ever. All I've done for it is just tighten it up a little bit, and it holds up. I don't flip this thing over concrete very often. There are a few kind of like little scuffs on it and scratches, but that's just normal wear and tear. Usually I'm flipping over like hardwood floor or something around my house, or just over my bed. I don't really know, but it holds up. And the thing is, what's so weird about this thing is it's so consistent. Like with the Kraken, like sometimes maybe it will feel a little bit off, and I'll have to like put lube in it and clean it out a little bit. But with this, like, all I do is just add lube occasionally, just kind of clean out around the washers, and it's good to go. In fact, I didn't even do that before the video. I just added a bit of lube, and it's good to go. And it just blows my mind. The tolerances are so good. I think, like, look at that. That's pretty minor play for, the use of this thing. I don't know, some people have beat these things way more than I have, and they still flip them fine, which is crazy. But like, this thing just fans, rollovers, it literally does everything. Shotguns, the balance is just amazing. It has like a slight handle bias, I believe, but overall it feels pretty neutral. And again, you can adjust that with these little eye weights. And I had it for a while, like without the little eye weights in them, and I kind of switched kind of back and forth. I wasn't really sure, but then I kept the eye weights in, and they've been in there for like a year now. So I guess that's my preference there. Now, I'm not really super good at telling balances on ballad songs again, but maybe it has a slight handle bias. I'm not really sure, so don't take it from me. So yeah, geez, this thing just holds up. It holds up everywhere, dude. Now, issues. There's literally no issues with this thing at all. Like, I'm not even kidding. The price is pretty solid at like 80 bucks. There are some different variants with like colors and stuff that cost a little bit more, but honestly, all you really need is this. Even just the silver, little raw finish looks really good on it. And just to talk about this texture, dude, this thing, it has so much grip. Now, like, I guess one gripe I could have is like ladders, but they manage just fine, to be honest. With the raw finish, like, ladders, it got a lot of good grip on that thing. Yeah. So, I don't know, this thing just checks every box for me as like a good budget beginner friendly balisong. Like it holds up well. It's very, very low maintenance. Now, again, like I said, all I have to do is just lube it up occasionally. Oh, that comes to my mind. There is kind of one little, it's not really a gripe or an issue at all. If you flip this thing for, I want to say super long periods of time, maybe if you're flipping it, it's holding it for like maybe 30 minutes or so. I don't know if I have any video, but there can be kind of a bit of a discoloring on your skin, like a brown or a brownish green. Not a brownish green, what am I even saying? But it kind of turns your fingers a little bit of a different color. Now, that's not really too much of an issue. I'm not really sure why it does that. It probably is just the finish. But it's not really, it's kind of weird. I was kind of like, why is this happening at first? But I just don't really care at this point. It happens and it just goes away. I don't know why. It's whatever, though. But geez, like, and another thing that's kind of weird is, especially on these pivots right there, screws, like the oil can kind of leak out of it. It's not really like too big of an issue, but I don't know why it does that, and none of my other balisongs do it. But all I do is I just get a little cloth and just wipe up in there, and it's fine. But overall, if you haven't, oh my gosh, I'm tripping over my words. But if you don't have one of these things already, get one. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. At first, when I did get it, I was a little I wasn't flipping it as much. I was like, I like this thing, it's good, but it's not like it's not like an everyday flipper for me. But then, you know, flipping it more and more, getting more used to this balance and the shape of it. Not like the shape is weird, but, you know, overall, like the handles and stuff. This thing just does everything you want it to do, ever. Like, this thing's probably my favorite balisong to draft on. If I can, oh my gosh, that was awful. But, just, like, it's really good on, like, techie tricks. All sorts of, like, really, it's also good for, like, really fast flipping, too, if you're into that. Even, like, slow flipping, if you want to slow it down a little bit, you know, it does it, too. Literally just does everything. Now, there are probably, you know, newer products out that I haven't tried out that might hold up with this thing, or might be even better than it. I don't really know. But just from my perspective and what I've tried, this thing just is so good. Now, I flip this thing like every single day. The reason why I flip it every single day is, you know, balance is great. It's just easy to pick up and flip. And also, even if you don't lube it for a while, it still flips just fine. It's like, it just feels a little dry, you know. But the balance doesn't change at all. The balance really never changes. Like, the overall consistency doesn't change. Like, again, like with a Kraken or any other balisong, sometimes if I don't, like, maintain it, it can kind of feel a little wonky. And the swing might be a little off, but, like, this thing's just good. And, you know, like, the sound isn't, like, amazing by any means. It's kind of, like, rattly. Not rattly. I don't know how to describe it. It's not a very deep sound, but who cares, dude? I think overall the sound just kind of, it's just fine, dude. It fits it, you know. Overall, like a cheap little 6061 aluminum trainer, full aluminum. It's just, it's flawless, literally. And look, it has a cute little face on it, too. Good little public flipper, I guess, if you want it to be. I mean, probably something plastic. It's probably going to be better, just because then, you know, you can get after people for being concerned about someone flipping a piece of plastic around. But yeah, I think I've kind of rambled for a little too long on this, but there's just so much to say with this thing. But anyways, I'm gonna start uploading more often. I know I said that the last like 2 videos I made never happened. It's been like, I don't know, 3 months since I uploaded last. But yeah, so I'm gonna try uploading more things to do. I'm gonna try to grow my channel as much as possible. And if you want to check out my Instagram, it's somewhere at flipforfun15 or whatever. I don't know. I'll put it in the bio, I guess. And yeah, we'll see you guys. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, well, good for you, dude. You are one of the few that probably have, so you can feel special about that for a while. Anyways, see ya.